Okay, thank you everyone for coming to our Monday night meeting. It's a weekly thing, and the reason we do this is because we're honest and transparent. We don't meet behind closed doors like other political groups and groups within our community. We're totally honest, and we want to take everyone every step of the way through what we do. So, to give you an update, we've had some donations on our Donate to Donate scheme, which is great. We're now at £162 something, which is fantastic. And the positive thing about that is, if and when we do get elected, we're going to pay that money back in between two charities in Shaw. We're not in it for the money. Our council allowances are that. We see them as council allowances. And I'm not criticising other councillors how they spend it. You know, if they want to spend it on keeping horses or foreign holidays, for instance, that's entirely up to them. I don't hold it against them. But we're talking about putting our available funds back within the community.
Where did money come from to put it back, Mark?
Well, if we get elected, we get something called councillors' allowances. So you get like £10,000, yeah, which is basically your expenses. Now, I don't think it would be unreasonable if people said I could set my fuel and my expenses for that, but a large part of it we aim to use within our community. The other thing other people aren't aware is when you're a councillor, you also get an additional £5,000 to spend within your ward, and that's something we're going to reinvent, because we don't think hanging baskets are a priority right now. You know, we think there's other ways to make sure look nice in that terms, and that's through obviously the voluntary sector. I know you like them, but you know, just to give, there's different ones you see, because the ones the parish councils pay for are the parish council pay Oldham Council £4.5 for the ones on Crompton Way, which really, yeah, they're nice, but they're only really helping people who want to drive past it, don't they? So we need to get our priorities organised, really, and we don't do that by ourselves. You know, there's obviously going to be an engagement with the community with that, in terms of our expenditure. So this Sunday we had our first canvassing trial. It was a great success. We covered 800 houses in 2 hours, and it shows what we can achieve as a group, and it is a massive cost saving. So the deadline for submissions for candidates for both the parish council and the borough council is it the 4th? It's Tuesday the 4th, isn't it? Tuesday the 4th. We've got an appointment to submit all our paperwork this Friday. It's already known that me and Lisa are standing in Shaw, but we're here to announce tonight that we've got a candidate for Crompton. So could you put your hands together for Lee Navesy? So Lee, obviously it's a big commitment.
Yeah, big commitment, and you know, not a decision I've took lightly. And
yeah, one of the things we've found, I mean, for me personally, it's something I sort of fell into rather than chose. And I sort of like bullied Lisa into doing it, didn't I, if that's possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of them things where people think it is a tremendous step and a big commitment. And like I say, it's not just being a tick box councillor, it's about getting involved. And obviously you've had time to think.
To think, because I have been in and around what you and Lisa have been doing, and I've seen it firsthand and seen what you can achieve. So then, you know, thinking about things, and shall I push myself, because I only just intended to stand for the parish council at first.
Yeah.
So is there more to do? So, yeah, can I give more? And I think I can. So.
And really, in terms of politics, you're not politically.
No, I'm not affiliated to any party or anything like that.
Okay. No, it's a massive thing when people do put forward. The only thing we really ask is for the vote, but we've got to have somebody there for them to vote for. So listen, I'm really thanks, and on behalf of everyone who works with us, thanks.
Does the council?
Yes,
The Borough Council, yeah. Which
yes,
gives everybody then, who's a resident of Sean Crompton, has the chance to vote for one of us.
yeah.
That's every single person eligible to vote can vote for one of us now.
What you'll find political parties do, Mark, is they're just interested in getting candidates, whether they're going to win or whether they're any use or what have you. You know, I find it quite insulting, really, how they do it. You know, they just put paper candidates in who don't live in the area, etc., etc. One fundamental thing we're key on is we want to be represented by us and people who live within the community and work within the community, etc., etc. You know, we share them sort of goals, and if we haven't got that political mindset, which unfortunately our current councillors have, it's politics first, then, you know, we think we're going to make...
So you think can't go for parish council as well?
you know we are doing, yeah, because it's a separate body, yeah.
Separate vote
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah. That we won't be making any more announcements about the Borough Council. Like I say, we want to do this thing incrementally. We don't want to, as the saying goes, run before we can walk. But we feel with three candidates, obviously we started off in Shaw, but obviously Crompton has the same needs and wants in terms of Shaw Town Centre. It's their town centre too, remember. And I think the people have got a good starting point to see us moving, and if in 12 months' time they can see the improvements and benefits that we've made, then other people will come forward and join. We've seen that over in Failsworth. There's something called the Failsworth Independent Party. They take a different approach because they're a political party, but they only stand in Failsworth. And now they'll probably get they've got 5 out of 6 at the moment, they'll probably get all 6 come this election. So that's a starting point. So like I say, Lee, you know what we do.
Yeah.
We can take turns having a lie-in on Sunday now, can we? No? Right,
No, I
okay.
won't get a chance.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
No, we can't do that. We are currently still continuing with some, if you call it casework, if you will, where we're still dealing with some people's issues that we've got. We're keeping that in the background at the moment because we don't think, particularly during an election, we don't want to start shouting about helping somebody with this, helping somebody with that. We see it differently. I mean, people can see our record of what we've done in the past 12 months, so, you know, we can demonstrate what we can do. It'll be interesting to see what the Lib Dems, and I talk about the Lib Dems because they're the ones who we're fighting against. There's no, Labour are not going to get anywhere, and the Conservatives are nowhere to be seen. Even their Conservative club in Shaw's going to be turned into an HMO, so that shows a Conservative presence in Shaw.
Queen Street Pub.
Queen Street Conservative Club. Yeah.
Is it the same landlord that
Yeah.
has already got slum buildings all over Shaw?
The one who was named in the paper as a rogue landlord, yeah, the very same person who the Liberal Democrats are happy to support, and we have that on
Mr.
record.
Howard.
Yeah,
Mr. Howard.
yeah. It's certainly somebody we wouldn't be supporting in any application, but that's where we are. So we're going to cut the meeting now, and then we're going to go through any relevant paperwork that we need for the parish council, and then we'll take it from there. So once again, Lee, thanks. And we'll have another open meeting this time next week. Thank you.